Welcome to Ophethus. Please like, subscribe and comment. Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing some Gel-X nails for the first time. I'm just going to start by getting out the correct sizes of the soft gel tips for my nail beds, making sure I go from one side to the other side to make sure the whole nail will be covered. Please ignore my crusty cuticles. I will be getting a cuticle remover at some point in the future, hopefully closer sooner rather than later. And yeah, so I've just filed down the top of my nail. I've currently got the builder gel in the tub on from the previous Temu haul to protect my natural nails. You don't need to do this, you can just buff your natural nail down instead, but because I'm using the hard gel on top, I filed it down rather than buffed it down because it's not my natural nail, so you can go a bit hard, like use a lower grit, which is more rough. Additionally, I do want to point out that it's not actually a builder gel, it's a hard gel. So any gel that comes into a tub will be a hard gel. I do know that Nail Order does a builder gel in a tub and it is actually builder gel. But if you're going off Temu or other websites, if it's in a tub, it's hard gel, not builder gel. So be aware that you can't soak it off, you do have to file it off. That is a lot easier with an e-file, but it's really easy to overfile with an e-file. So I would recommend like taking your time with it or becoming trained on it and just making sure you do your research a lot before you purchase a hard gel for that reason. Now I'm just choosing the tip size for my thumb, making sure that it goes from edge to edge. If the size below doesn't cover the whole surface of your nail, but then the size above goes beyond your nail beds, beyond the sides, you can always file down the sides, which is what I'm going to be doing now, to make sure that some of the nails fit my nails properly. And as you can see on my left hand, I haven't filed down the surface of my nails, that's why they're really shiny. And then on the right hand I have, so I will be using my non-dominant hand for this, so do please bear with me, as I am not left-handed, I am right-handed as well. Now I'm taking the thumbnail and I'm just going to file down the sides a bit, as I thought the nail was a little bit too wide for my finger, which is fine, but when I went down the sides it was too small, so I thought I'd just file down the sides a little bit on each side just to make it even on both sides, and then it would fit perfectly, which it did. So I'm just doing that quickly now for some of my nails, and then I'll be back. Now that all the nails have been double checked to make sure they are my size and they've been filed down so that they fit sidewall to sidewall, I'm going to be moving on to the next step, which is using a nail prep dehydrator or a nail dehydrator, which just removes any natural oils on your nail bed. So I'd always recommend doing this step. The reason why I'm doing it on my nails whilst I've got a product on is because I've had this filed for quite a while now, so I've been touching my fingers, like the nails, with my other hand, and I've been touching things and going around and just doing a bit of daily life with them filed. So I just want to make sure that all the oils are removed and there's nothing at all on my nails that can cause any lifting. Now that my nails have been dehydrated, I can move on to the next step, which is to use a primer. Now, a primer makes sure that the gel that you're putting on sticks to it, and it just adds this tacky layer to ensure that the gel is going to stick to your natural nail, or in my case, another gel product. Technically, gel will stick on gel, so I don't need this step, but I'm doing it anyway just to make sure that there's no lifting or anything like that, because I do have some of my bare nail exposed on some of my nails because I overfiled a little bit. So I'd rather be safe than sorry and make sure that my nails are all covered in primer. The next step is going to be putting a base coat onto each one of the nails, which is a gel layer which sticks, which does a similar job to the primer, but the primer's job is to stick the base coat down, and then the base coat's job is to stick other gel polish on top of it down. I'm not entirely sure why you need a primer and a base coat, but I know that it's important that you do. So definitely put down a base coat, as it does help with retention, so your nails last a lot longer. Because you don't want your nails peeling or like coming off after a few days or after a day or so. You want them to last longer. And I've not found anything bad with this base coat. I've had them last up to 2 weeks and just a normal gel polish without any chipping, which is pretty average for a gel manicure. So I don't have a problem with this brand for that purpose. However, some people do have a problem with this brand because it's not classed as professional, but I've never heard any problems coming from this brand before. But that's just something to be aware of. If you want me to go into more detail as to why professional brands are more like considered more highly than non-professional brands for nail techs, I'll be more than happy to do so, but I just think that's a bit of a different topic for now. As you can see, I've just gotten out the glue that I'm going to use, as well as the flash curing lamp that I'm going to be using today. So I'm just going to set up the flash curing lamp on the side so you can see what I'm doing. Sorry about the base being so dirty, it's because I've been doing some filing and I didn't clean it off. I really should have. I just didn't notice how dirty it was. But anyway, I'm squeezing some of the glue onto the tip, and then I'm spreading it out a little bit from into each corner using the glue tip, and then I'm adding a little bit more glue on into the middle as well, as you can see here. There we go. And then I'm going to be sticking it onto my thumb, and I'm going from about halfway, pushing it backwards and then pushing it down, and that's just to reduce the amount of spillage out the sides. But as you can see, there is some spillage out the sides, which I then clean up after I cure it for a little bit. I only cure it for a bit first before I clean it up, as it makes the glue a little bit more solid, and that actually makes it easier to clean up, because I don't fully cure it, so it's ridiculously hard. I just cure it a little bit so then it comes off all in one chunk, if that makes sense at all. Because if it's too soft, it's just a lot harder to take off in one go, I found. I repeat these steps for all of the nails, and since all of the nails are the same, I'll come back when I have finished doing all of them. So now all my tips have been put on, as you can see, and some of them have a slight dip on the tip, so I'm just filing that off, and that's just from factory, from when the nails get taken off of the moulding from the factory. So I'm just filing those down, and then I'll move on to the next step. As you can see now, I've just filed them all down and they look a lot better, having no dips. Now I'm just going in with my sanding band on a low speed of 6. This is the Melody Susie one. I've got it on reverse because I'm doing it with my left hand, and I'm just going around the edge. I just want to point out that the sanding band is a bit dirty from the start, and that's because it's what I was using to file down the hard gel to begin with. So don't worry about that. It's not that I've been unhygienic or whatever, and I do replace it after this set that I've put on. And I just file around the edges just to make sure that it gets closer to your natural nail, so it looks more of like a seamless blend, and that's so that when it grows out it looks more seamless and it doesn't look like you've just had something stuck on top of your nails. So I just do this for each nail. I go pretty slowly because I'm not left-handed, as you can clearly see, but I do try my best to do this. Some people also go in with acetone to seal the cuticles. That's what it's called, sealing the cuticle. Some people go in with acetone, and some people file, then go in with acetone. This is because the acetone breaks down the plastic a bit and just makes it melt into your natural nail a bit more. So the next step can be done one of two ways. It can be done by either filing the surface of the nail, which I'm doing here, or you can use a primer to chemically etch the top of the nail. Either way, they're both valid ways of doing it. I personally go in with a primer just because it's quicker and easier. And if you've got a primer, you might as well do the same. But if you don't have a primer and you're doing this without a primer, I would recommend just filing the top of them down, as it does make the gel stick to the plastic, especially considering it's really, really smooth. You want to rough it up so the gel's got something to cling on to. Next step's to put a base coat on again. This is kind of repeating what you do on your natural nail but on the fake nail, because you're going to be putting gel polish on top of it again. So you want to make sure the prep's there for, again, the retention to stay there, so that the gel polish doesn't just peel off the fake nail that you've got on top of your natural nail. So I'm just going to quickly do that, and then I'll be back. Now that the base coat has been applied and cured, I'm going to apply the colour that I want, which is this beautiful blue colour. I'm then going to be applying the other coloured bottle that you saw there. It's a Cat Eye magnetic polish on top because it's quite see-through, so I thought I'd do the blue as a base. I've now applied the blue base with 2 coats, and I'm now applying this Cat Eye polish from Born Pretty. It's an Aurora Cat Eye one. It's this beautiful purple colour with blue reflex in it, so like blue glitter in it, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I don't know why, but in some places it makes the nail look a little bit grey, so I'm a little bit confused on that, to be perfectly honest. But I thought we'd try it out anyway. I want to do a French tip from the Cat Eye, so I thought we'd try that out. So I'm just going to grab my magnet now, and I'm going to go around each side. But I haven't noticed the magnet doing anything, so I don't know if I'm doing anything wrong. Yeah, the magnet's definitely not doing anything. It's definitely a Cat Eye polish. I have double checked. Okay, as it's not doing anything, I'm just going to go over the top with the Cat Eye polish on all of them. And I'm just going to assume that this polish isn't working, or I'll try again behind the scenes and see if anything's going to work with it, to see maybe if I did something wrong, if the coat was too thin, or yeah, I'll see. But yeah. I'm just going to quickly apply the gel polish to all of my nails, and here we go. I think they look a little bit plain though, so I'm thinking I might add some gems to them. Maybe just one, just to give it a little bit of something. So I've got these heart gems that I've dug out. Now I don't know where they're from. My mum gave them to me, as well as some flower ones and some one other shape. I just can't remember off the top of my head. So I'm thinking we're going to use a blue one. So there's the dark blue and the light blue. And because my nails are light blue, I'm going to go for the light blue ones, which is that one there. So I'm going to take that out. I'm going to use the pencil from one of the other items that I got from Temu, just to pick up the gem. There we go. I forgot that I didn't put glue on my nail, clearly. So I'm going to quickly do that now. I'm just going to apply this glue that I got from Temu on my nail, near the cuticle, but not too high up either. Then apply the gem. Then I'm going to quickly use, I'm going to go in with some tweezers just to move the gem into the desired position that I'm looking for. Yeah, there we go. I'm happy with that now. Yeah, happy with that now. So I'm going to quickly flash cure it just so it doesn't move, because I'm quite clumsy, I would have bumped it. And then I'm going to do that for the rest of my nails. I'm just going to speed this process up a bit, and then for another nail, just so you can see that just to see roughly how I do it for another nail, because I didn't quite get it to land on the dot of glue, as you can see, so I had to attempt again, which is perfectly fine. So yeah, just doing that now, and now I'm going to cut to my nails being finished, and here's the final product. Thank you for watching.